In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most kind. Discomfort is what happens when we are on precipice of change. Unfortunately, we often confuse it for unhappiness and cope with the latter. While running from the former, it usually takes a bit of discomfort to break through to a new understanding, to realize a limiting belief, to motivate ourselves to create real change. Discomfort is a signal, one that is often very helpful. Here are a few less than desirable feelings that may indicate you are on the right path after all. Number 1 is feeling as though you are reliving your childhood struggles. You find that you are seeing issues you struggled with as a kid reappear in your adult life, and while on the surface this may seem like a matter of not having overcome them, it really means you are becoming conscious of why you think and feel so you can change it. Number 2 is feeling lost or directionless. Feeling lost is actually a sign you are becoming more present in your life. You are living less within the narratives and ideas that to you premeditated and more in the moment at hand. Until you are used to this, it will feel as though you are off track. You are not. Number 3 is left brain fogginess. When you are utilizing the right hemisphere more often, you are becoming more initiative. You are dealing with emotions. You are creating. Sometimes it can seem as tough. Left brain function leave you feeling fuzzy. Things such as focusing, organizing, and remembering small details suddenly becomes difficult. Number 4 is having random influxes of irrational anger or sadness that intensify until you can't ignore them anymore. When emotions erupt, it's usually because they are coming up to be recognized, and our job is to learn to stop grappling with them or resisting them and to simply become fully conscious of them. After that, we control them, not the opposite way around. Number 5 is experiencing unpredictable and scattered sleeping pattern. You will need to sleep a lot more or a lot less. You will wake up in the middle of the night because you can't stop thinking about something. You find yourself full of energy. Now etc. Number 7 is having an intense need to be alone. You are suddenly disenchanted with the idea of spending every weekend out, socializing, and other people problems are draining you more than they are intriguing you. This means you are recalibrating. Number 8 is intense vibe dreaming that you almost always remember in details. If dreams are how your subconscious mind communicates with you or projects an image of your experience, then your mind is definitely trying to say something. You are having dream at an intensity that you have never experienced before. Number 9 is journalizing. Your fan groups feeling more and more uncomfortable around negative people. The thing about negative people is that they rarely realize they are negative, and because you feel uncomfortable saying anything, and you are even more uncomfortable keeping that in your life, you are ghosting a bit on old friends. Number 10 is feeling like the dreams you had for your life is collapsing. What you do not realize at this moment is that it is making way for a reality better than you could have thought of, one that more aligned with who you are, not who you thought you would be. Number 11 is feeling as though your worst enemies are your thoughts. You are beginning to realize that your thoughts create your experience, and it's often not until we are pushed to our wits' end and we even try to take control of them, and that's when we realize that we were in control all along. Number 12 is feeling unsure of who you really are. Your past illusions about who you should be, are dissolving. You feel unsure because it is uncertain. You are in the process of evolving, and we don't become uncertain when we change for the worse. We become angry and closed off. In other words, if what you are experiencing is insecurity or uncertainty, it's usually going to lead to something better. Number 13 is recognizing how far you still have to go. When you realize this, it's because you can also see where you are headed. It means you finally know where and who you want to be. Number 14 is knowing things you don't want to know, such as what someone is really feeling, or that our relationship is not going to last, or that you won't be at your job much longer. A lot of irrational anxiety comes from subconsciously sensing some things, yet taking it seriously because it is not logical. Number 15 is having an intense desire to speak up for yourself, becoming angry with how much you have let yourself be walked on, or how much you have let other people's voices get into your head, is a sign that you are finally ready to stop listening and love yourself by respecting yourself first. Number 16 is realizing you are the only person responsible for your life and your happiness. This kind of emotional autonomy is terrifying because it means that if you mess up, it's all on you. At the same time, realizing it is the only way to be truly free, the risk is worth the reward on this one always.